everybody? Welcome to another episode of Death Ratio. It is episode 62, Tuesday, May 13th. I am your main host today, Devin Stanford, aka Brevin the Dude. And I am joined by one who is now formally invited to the cookout via
I sure am.
TikTok.
Really just honestly happy to be here.
Yeah.
I
And
have
that
a plentiful
person,
spice cabinet and multiple barbecue options. Like, I'm already here.
perfect. That person who has multiple barbecue options and a plentiful spice cabinet would be known as Garrick Bartholomew Eaton, our fire and brimstone, my cherry blossom. How are you doing today?
Breadstone. Fire and breadstone.
Yep.
I do be eating, but not at the moment. I will be getting some pizza later. I'm having a what day is it? It's Tuesday. Shit, man. I know we do this every Tuesday, but like it's been one of those days where it's felt like a different day all day to me.
That's fair.
It's which is weird because like I don't work my second job on Wednesdays, but I went to my second job and I was like, I still thought it was Wednesday. Dude, I'm so ready for summer. Like my the last 2 weeks is like honestly, the last 3 weeks of school are really rough on my brain.
Yeah, that's right. You're about to you guys are about to be done. I actually was like I was driving down the street the other day and I saw an advertisement to be a school bus driver and I was like, like I actually thought about it for a second. I was like, I could have a
Dude.
schedule like Garrick.
I don't know why, but I just immediately pictured Chris Farley as the bus driver
From was that
from Tommy Boy, I'm pretty sure.
yeah. Dude, I would be such a cool
Ugh.
bus driver. I'd be showing up to work like this and I'll be like, yo, what up, kids?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't have like a particular attire. At least ours around here don't. But dude, yeah, I'm really honestly, I'm just ready for summertime. And
Yeah.
I'm mentioning this now so that you maybe you can help me remember to mention it in the meeting. But I forgot I'm going to Michigan like next fucking Saturday.
Oh, like this upcoming Saturday?
Like not this Saturday, but like the 24th.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll be gone for a few
You
days.
want to know how you can not forget that? You could put it in our calendar and you
Oh
could
yeah, I guess I
also
could do that. I
message
could do
our
that.
staff chat.
Dean, I'm over here. See, and like that's like I said, Devin, my brain's mush, and I'm over here like I have to hang on to it until Saturday, and then I can tell everybody. When yeah, you're right, I could do that.
Everybody will see it.
You're right. I'll do that. I'm tired, Devin.
Dude, me too. I'm it's like a stress tired, if that makes sense. Like a stress
Like
tired.
I 100% actually, it makes a lot of sense, a ton of sense. I get it.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yeah, this last month has been very eventful.
hmm
But yeah, other than that, you said you haven't been playing any games.
I was trying to. I was actually thinking about it, like this just before we started recording. I was trying to think of just when the last time I booted something up. I think I played. Nope. I was gonna say I think I played some Towerborn, but no, I did not. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
You were supposed to play with Gio Ernell and I, and
Yeah,
you dead
and
ass fell
dude,
asleep.
I fucking super fell
And
asleep.
like
TV on, Xbox on,
they were
headphones
worried about
on,
you.
in Discord.
They were worried about you, and they're like, "Is he okay?" And I straight up was just like, "He fell asleep." I just
That's exactly what happened, dude. I was
yeah.
out like a fucking light,
So
dude. I was so fucking tired.
you know how you
I think the
always
last thing I played is I played like exactly one mission or like one side activity of Days Gone Remastered, like maybe Sunday night. That was probably it.
you need to play some good games. Just messing
Days
with you.
Gone is fucking great, dude. It got like 8 out of 10s. It just didn't sell units. And apparently that's what Sony wanted. They wanted units sold, not critic reception. But it just didn't move as many units as they wanted. Which is weird now that it like they felt the need to they greenlit a remaster, which is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
But hey,
It's not really like from what I've seen, I mean like it just
it's a
made
very
some
simple remaster that also just added like a new gameplay mode, and that's mostly what it was.
like
It
couldn't
it
that
it,
just been
it
an
gave it
update?
like more realistic. Uh, maybe. I'm assuming that maybe the reason it wasn't is because they also tried to take advantage of like PlayStation 5 load times and stuff, which the base game does not. Like it's definitely like it has more realistic lighting. It's got the horde mode, but I mean
I
it's still like everything else about it's
I
still
just
more or less
asked
the
because
same.
there's like lots of games that I own on Xbox, right? Like including Assassin's Creed games even, and other like not just Microsoft titles and stuff that I have an Xbox Series X version of, where it's not just the Xbox One version. Like I get the 4K assets and the 60 frames per second. It's just wild to me that Sony just keeps chucking out the remasters and stuff.
Yeah, that definitely seems to be like a Sony thing.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't go like the cooked like the baked in
Mm,
like integrated upgrades like Microsoft did for a lot of theirs,
yeah.
which I appreciated.
Yeah.
I mean, if you owned the game already, it was only 10
Mm.
bucks, which really isn't like horrible of an upgrade. I don't know how much the remastered cost like
I think
full
it's like
price,
50
but
or I think it's like $50.
that's
50,
not
50 or
terrible. Like
60.
if you've never played the game before,
Mm,
but I mean, like I didn't feel bad spending the $10 on it at all. But
yeah.
again, like I really enjoyed the game for like a multitude of reasons.
So you know how Xbox we talked about it last week here on Death Ratio, but you know how Xbox is doing the Gears of War Reloaded?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah,
If you already own the Gears of War remaster that
oh
they
yeah,
did
the
like
like
10
the
years,
Ultimate Edition or whatever.
yeah, you get the game for free.
That's pretty sick. That's always
Yeah.
tight.
That's like good guy stuff, but I don't think it saves them from what we're going to talk about. With that being
I
said,
think. Yeah, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I was gonna say because I was gonna. I just want to say like the reason I think they're doing that, if between you and me, is that they're gonna make up sales on the PlayStation end, so they
oh,
can
100%.
afford to
And
give it
and
away
Game
free
Pass
on the
people.
Xbox.
And
Yeah,
Game
100.
Pass
percent
and it's going to be released on Steam, you know.
Yeah, they'll make their money.
But speaking of making money,
Hmm.
we're going to be talking about Microsoft making us soft. Prepare to dive once more for Super Earth, and Rockstar releases a second GTA 6 trailer. Because this is Good Kraken's Death Ratio, where we're slashing through the podcast space to be your source for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear each and every week. If you want to get
Ooh,
ahead of the
said
curve, you can
Tuesday.
head on over to patreon.com/Good Kraken Pods, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services wherever you like to watch or listen. You can also help us level up our game by joining the GK community on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in our description section below, then by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Death Ratio and leaving a review there.
Review.
Review, Garrick.
Yes.
We got some critical hits for y'all. Uh, Once again, if you haven't yet, go to goodkraken.com. That's GOODKRAAKEN.com to see all our merchandise and latest episodes, including last week's episode of 20,000 Films. Their main topic was, will this save Hollywood? I don't know. Will it? Sounds very clickbaity from the supposed classiest podcast. What do you think about that, Garrick?
I don't know. I'm having a hard time keeping a track of what episode number they're on because they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, imagine
So I'm
being that
just.
pretentious. It's crazy. You know what's not
I don't know why,
pretentious?
dude. It just bothers me so
It
much,
bothers
Devin.
me too. It really bothers me. Because you know what's not pretentious is that episode 167 of the Shipwreck Show is live. And Garrick here talks about how much of a zipper breaker he gets while listening to Sleep Token.
Yeah, basically, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like those Sleep Token fans, but I'm pretty close.
I mean, from my point of view, I mean,
Oh, dude, I'm definitely
Yeah.
in it. Like, I like
Yeah.
the lore and like spend time on the subreddit.
Yeah, you fucking dork. Leave the anonymity alone.
I mean, I do respect that. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck those
yeah.
people who like that suck. That sucks. Don't be that person. Don't do it.
Yeah, speaking of sucking, episode 13 of Songs of the Abyss is now available wherever you like to watch or listen.
That episode didn't suck at all. That was
I
a
know.
really fun roleplay episode.
It was a really good episode, actually. I don't know why it said sucking. Oh, that's right.
I
I
was
was
very proud
thinking
of
about
myself.
20,000
I
films.
felt like
That's
I
my
did very
bad.
good roleplay
That was
because
my
I
bad.
feel like I'm not very strong at that.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun on that last episode.
Yeah, it was good. There's a lot
Yeah.
of good there's like a ton of good like dialogue and character moments.
Goddamn, Dr. Pepper cream soda is good. Product placement. I'm kidding.
We're not even sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Product placement.
um,
Now
Guys,
we're
we
gonna
are
get a
back
cease
on
and desist.
Patreon.
Great.
That's right. You can find Good Kraken over on Patreon. So if you're listening to this in audio form and you want to get the episodes sooner, you want to watch the episodes sooner, you want to see the cool things that we're doing, you want to get discounts on merchandise, go to our Patreon. That's right. You can find it in the link in the description and, help us out. Be part of the
Yeah,
fish
go there.
family.
Do it.
Swim with us. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of my
Yeah.
school.
Swim with the fishes.
Frolic with me in the warm waters. That sounded stupid. Garrick, what do we have next?
What do we have next? Oh yeah, we have that thing where we're gonna line up some games into our vision holes, and we're just gonna and then we're just gonna put them right up in there, and we're gonna look at them, and we're gonna tell you guys what's coming up in the next week in gaming with our vision holes.
Yeah, this
'Cause
is
this is
our
the
line
line
of
of sight.
sight.
Yeah, it sure is.
Guys, we are going to talk about the video games we have coming out between the times of May 13th to May 19th. That's right, we're going to cover the next week in gaming. And this is going to be brought to you by Game Informer, my favorite journalism platform for games.
Me too. Do they have physical subs up again yet?
Not yet. Not yet. I
Okay,
think they're still
I've
getting
been
that all
waiting,
rolling
but
because they're
yeah,
all
okay.
independent. Um, uh, um, yeah,
Shit, what is coming out this week? I'll open the article
starting
too.
today on May 13th, we had Labyrinth of the Demon King that came out on PS5, Xbox Series XS, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Coming out on
Sounds anime.
everything. It does sound anime. Then we also, today, we had Palia on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. And then we also had The Sinking City Remastered on PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. Then starting on the 14th, we have Void Sales for PC. And then on the 15th, we have American Arcadia for the PS5, Xbox Series XS, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. And also the more impending game of the week, at least in my point of view, is Doom: The Dark Ages, coming out for PS5, Xbox Series XS, and
I
PC
definitely
on May
think
15th.
that's the hottest game coming out like in the next week for sure.
Oh,
There's some
actually,
decent games, but
there's another hitter in here. Actually, there's
there's
another
another one.
hitter. Yeah, there's definitely another hitter on here. In my opinion. Um, and then we have Marvel Contest of Champions coming out on PC on the 15th as well. And then we have Preserve on PS5, Xbox Series XS, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And then lastly, on the 16th, we have Capcom Fighting Collection 2 for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, which I imagine that's backwards compatible for PS5 and
Mm-hmm.
Xbox Series consoles. If isn't that the one with Marvel versus Capcom and all that stuff?
Yeah, I
Or
think that's the one that was
yeah, and
Uh,
that's the one I was referring to. No, that one actually already came out. This is
I
different.
was gonna be like, is this just like a backwards port release?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I was like, I swear this already came out.
But yeah, that is
But yeah,
going to.
there's some good games.
Yeah, that is going to be the
Doom
games.
especially.
Oh
Game
yeah,
Pass.
yeah. Are you going to try that out?
Yeah, I'll definitely give it a go.
Yeah,
It's like it's always a little hit and miss depending on how things perform on the Series S.
yeah.
But
I imagine this game, especially with it being id Software, which the
I
id
bet you
engine.
it'll run well. I'm pretty sure Doom Eternal ran great.
Yeah, and the id engine was used to make Indiana Jones, which runs
Oh
well.
yeah, then it's probably
Yeah,
gonna be fine. Because
yeah,
that game ran perfect.
yeah.
I need to beat that still.
Me too, actually. Me too. Guys, we are gonna head on over to our main news segment, the Meta Minute. Meta
The meta minute.
Minute. Meta Minute.
Meta minute.
Meta Minute.
Meta minute. Meta minute.
Guys, I'm gonna start us off with our first story here. Microsoft hit with layoffs. This has come from
Fucking
Dominique
again.
Bozenjak from Game Rant. Microsoft has announced major layoffs that will see it cut approximately 3% of its global workforce. The move will eliminate thousands of positions and impact multiple Microsoft divisions. A significant portion of the tech industry has carried out major workforce reductions in the years following the pandemic boom. Microsoft has largely followed this layoff trend, cutting hundreds or thousands of jobs on multiple occasions since 2023. Most recently, the
Mhm.
Redmond based tech giant conducted a minor downsizing in January 2025 when it eliminated roles across its sales, security, and gaming divisions. A much larger round of layoffs is now in the works. CNBC reports, citing a statement from a Microsoft spokesperson, the group intends to cut approximately 3% of its workforce, a company representative said. As of June 2024, Microsoft employed 228,000 people worldwide, meaning the current cuts could eliminate more than 6,800 roles. In a statement to CNBC, a company spokesperson estimated the reduction would affect approximately 6,000 employees. Either way, this will be the group's largest round of redundancies since early 2023 when Microsoft cut 10,000 jobs. The scope of the newly announced layoffs is all encompassing, with Microsoft confirming it intends to find redundancies across all teams and levels, both domestically and abroad. Reducing unnecessary management layers is said to be one of the goals of the workforce reduction. Since the pandemic, Microsoft has adopted a relatively generous work from home policy compared to much of the tech sector, offering hybrid and fully remote options whenever possible. The company doubled down on this approach even as much of the industry began rolling back from work from home benefits from 2021 onward. As a result, some layers of management from its previous structure may now be redundant. Microsoft on course to conduct at least two rounds of layoffs in 2025. 2024 was a much quieter year in comparison, lacking any company wide workforce cutbacks. It did, however, see Microsoft lay off 1,900 employees across its gaming division. Many of the eliminated roles were characterized as redundancies stemming from the Activision Blizzard acquisition, a $68.7 billion deal that was closed in October 2023 and added 13,000 employees to the company's payroll. Looking at the first half of the 2020s, 2023 remains Microsoft's busiest year for workforce reductions. After cutting 10,000 roles in January, the company went on to eliminate approximately 700 positions at LinkedIn and 276 Washington based roles in May and July, respectively. LinkedIn then announced a second round of layoffs in mid October, affecting 668 positions. Woo! Garrick,
Devin.
it's crazy that their prices were raised recently on their consoles and their peripherals and their software, you
And
know?
like, make no mistake, we understand that this is to reflect tariffs and that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with this. But like, the fact that they just have zero fucking like, I feel like they're not looking at this shit with their like from their peripherals at all. Like in the sense that nobody seems to be aware of like their big picture shit, and they just keep announcing bad fucking news after bad fucking news, and there's like no room for this company to breathe in between their fucking shit fests. Um, and they're like, it's. I think a lot of people are starting to just finally feel a little disillusioned with Microsoft, because everybody was like, Microsoft is for the people. They're like, nope, Microsoft's still a fucking company.
Yeah.
And like, it's really proving that, and has been a lot for the last couple of years. Because we used to kind of champion them as like, I know even you and I used to champion them pretty hard as being like a much more consumer friendly and like much more like industry friendly company. And as soon as everybody was just like, we're gonna start laying people off, they're like, oh fuck, we can do that. And then and then they just haven't stopped.
Yeah.
And I know that tariffs are in fact are impacting the majority factor of the rising prices of their consoles and peripherals,
Hmm.
but you can't tell me that like they didn't also consider like a small extra percentage of overhead when they made those prices.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they did. I think they're still selling them even at that price at a
You
loss.
think they're still trying to be
Yeah.
honest with that?
I wholeheartedly do. Dude, there is 143% tax on goods coming to the US from
Yeah, you're
China.
right. It probably could have gone higher.
It honestly probably like to meet margins, if they were keeping it on like the scale that it is right now, these consoles would be $1,000.
Didn't they actually? Now that I'm realizing I may have put my foot in my mouth. Did in this may be in misinformation, so that's why I'm asking in the form of a
Mhm.
question rather than stating. But didn't they aren't is wasn't there some news that like Xbox sells their consoles at a loss?
I mean, everybody sells their consoles at a loss.
Okay,
Everybody
that's just
does.
okay. I wanted to be sure that I wasn't
Yeah.
misremembering that tidbit of
The
information.
only company that probably doesn't is Nintendo,
Nintendo.
which is why their hardware is so inferior every generation compared to its competitors, a la Sony and Microsoft, you know? But
Yeah, fuck Nintendo.
yeah,
Do
which
weird
by the
shit
way,
right now.
I heard some rumors via kind of funny that the prices of and actually no, it wasn't kind of funny. It was Gamertag Radio with Paris Lily
Mm-hmm.
that the prices of the Switch too may go up after the month of June.
Dude, that's fucking insanity, man. I
Yeah.
don't even know how they're gonna justify that with just how goddamn fucking mad everybody is with all the crazy shit they think they can be pulling right now. You can, yeah,
Well, I
have
don't
fun
think
with
they
your
want
fucking
to.
Switch 2. Have fun with your Switch 2, everybody, that you're not gonna like, that you're only gonna own on paper.
Yeah. That is wild to me. That actually made me really disinterested in getting a Switch as
Oh,
well.
dude, I was just like, and I'm not gonna spend my own money on that now because like
Hmm.
I that's just fucked up. Like I completely understand the justification of like blocking individuals from the online store and from online play if they're modding their console. But if I fucking spend $500 on a piece of hardware, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to it, and you can't stop me.
Yeah. Um, which really, really put in the perspective that I'm just gonna wait to get the Xbox handheld if I want a new handheld.
Fucking same, dude. I really hope they impress.
Yeah. I don't think the one that we're gonna speaking on the Xbox handheld, the one that we're seeing this year is the partnered one with Asus. The next one is supposed to be
It's
the
going to be the first party one, right? The
yeah,
one that they are doing. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the one I think I'm going to wait
Yeah, I'm gonna
for.
hold out for that one as well. I'll just keep playing my Switch. I have Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
I'm
games
dude.
on
It's
it.
so it's so tough because like I play my PlayStation a lot more these days, but I still think pound for pound, I've been a lot happier with my Xbox products. As much as I enjoy like the power of my PlayStation 5. Um, and I think a lot of that does have to do with like my Series S was very affordable and Game Pass has like been abundantly like of great value to me. But it's really frustrating to like be like, I really like your products. And then like reading articles like this and you're just like, but what the fuck are you doing?
Here's the thing, dude. Sony does the same shit. The only
I
company.
know, but like I already like know that Sony has this shitty garbage elitist attitude, and like I expect that from them almost. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like when Sony does that shit, I'm just like, you guys fucking suck. But I already knew that, and like I guess I'm part of the disillusioned group
Yeah.
where it's just like I we thought you guys were it. We thought you guys were the guys.
Like,
Like I wasn't even like I wasn't even like it wasn't even like a console war thing for me. Like I just like what they did as a company, and now they're just dude, I feel like laying people off in this day and age, like with everything that's going on in the political climate of the world, especially the fact that this is a U.S. based company with primarily U.S. Jobs, is fucking like, dude, god damn, the job market here is so fucked, Devin. It's so fucked. I literally saw a TikTok earlier this afternoon that was just like, I finally got a job after putting in 527 applications.
it took me 22 applications this last time.
That's so fucking many though, dude. Having to put in more than like 10 applications to find a decent fucking paying job where you're not going to be like stressing about having to find a second fucking job. And like they're about to do that to 6,000 fucking people.
Yeah. Abroad. Like, world, I mean, not abroad, just worldwide. And,
But like that sucks, dude.
yep.
So bad.
Dude, Intel just did it again, too. Intel just laid off a shit ton of people as well.
Yeah, the tech industry is
The
like,
tech industry
dude, and they're in
honestly
a
getting
weird
destroyed by
fucking
this
place right
tariffs.
now, dude.
The tech industry
And
is
like
getting destroyed by these
between
tariffs.
tariff and the implementations of AI, the tech industry's in a really fucky place. One like my like fucking our very good friend Morbid Curiosity, Geo. Um, dude, he was just telling me the other day that he basically got told at work. He was just like, "Hey, we're not gonna replace you guys with AI, but if you're not willing to learn how to use it, we'll just replace you with people who do."
Damn.
And that's fucking crazy to me. Like that, like it, like that you
Damn.
can now like the AI can just be used to write code, and like it's sloppy, lazy code writing, and you just and like their job is to like have the AI write the code and then just fix it.
Yeah, that's insane. You know, on top of like, these job cuts and the prices going up recently at Microsoft, I dude, there's no way Sony doesn't raise their prices on their hardware.
Fuck no, dude. There's no shot. They're like I like after especially if Nintendo pulls the trigger on that shit, dude. They're gonna like Sony will just be like, well, shit, they're doing it, so like, well, now's the time. And I bet you we see like an additional $50 go up on like all their consoles, which is insane.
I
Just
say at
because
least a
like we
hundred.
we should be sunsetting, we should be fucking sunsetting prices on these consoles at this point.
Yeah, yeah. I
Like
I'm
not they should not be going up. Like where we're at in the life cycle of these consoles, and where like and like the fact that like we're in the PS5 Pro era, and like that we've got like new like that Xbox has like new handheld or like other console concepts like cooking up, because you know that they're doing more than just a handheld. Like I guarantee it.
I don't think they're gonna come out with a Pro. I think they're just gonna go straight
I don't
into
think
the
they're going
next
to do a pro
system.
either. I think it'll just be a next generation of their
Yeah.
console. But like, and I think it may pair well with the handheld if they choose to
Mhm.
do so. But it could be two different product lines. I don't want to speak on that too much. But it's just fuck, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I know it's all stressful, but I felt like we had to talk about this tonight. Because it just
Dude,
happened.
it's just a bummer that I feel like we have to keep coming back to it because it keeps fucking happening, and like
Mm.
I don't want to not stop talking about it because I refuse to like let the problem go quietly.
Yeah. And I do want to note not all of these jobs are in the gaming divisions too. Like
No, yeah, this is just across the company at
this could
large.
be everything from, managers, like they noted, to custodians, to customer service representatives, the social media
Yeah, it's going to
managers,
affect to marketing. Like
yeah,
it's going to affect a lot.
salespeople. That
Yeah.
that this it's not noted in here, and this could be me just making an assumption, but there's Microsoft stores. There could not be Microsoft stores after this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, man. We could see like the closure of like their physical
mm,
establishments to try to I think that would definitely encompass more than 6,000 employees for sure.
a lot of
But
we. I mean, those stores. Most of those stores probably have like what 20, maybe 30 people at
a
most working
piece.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But shit, man. It's just a bummer that like we keep having to circle back to this because it doesn't seem like it's slowing down like at all.
No, not at all. Um, but you know what else is not slowing down?
Fuck, dude, it did though. But I'm so glad we're picking back up because Helldivers 2 is calling players back to defend Super Earth, and it's one of its most important updates yet. And this is coming from Ethan Gotch at Kotaku. My name is Garrick. Fans are collectively shitting their pants and racing back to defend Super Earth as one of Helldiver 2's most consequential updates since launch hits the galactic airwaves. The latest content drop adds weapon customization options, new enemies, and a bunch of fresh fixes. As everyone prepares to defend against a new Illuminate threat emerging from a traveling black hole. Galactic Emergency Patch 1.003 went live earlier today alongside new major orders for players to hold the only the only three planets Widow's Harbor, Pylon 5, and New Haven that lie between the Illuminate and Super Earth. As defenses around the home planet's main megacities are bolstered, the first stage of what seems likely to be the biggest showdown since Helldivers 2's launch more than a year ago. Weapon customization will be the big new tool in players' arsenals. The long requested feature lets you level up most of primary weapons by completing missions, unlocking new attachments and patterns for requisition in the process. It should allow players a much higher level of precision over how their favorite weapons look and feel, letting them mix and match from different sights, ammo clips, and recoil dampeners. Most importantly, it'll give the die-hard recruits who have been helldiving for hundreds of hours something new to grind towards. The latest patch also adds new enemy types to the ranks of Illuminate. They are Stingray jet fighters that will deploy strafing runs across players, Crescent overseers bombarding from the skies, and Frankenstein's monsters called flesh mobs that sound like Cronenberg abominations, as nasty to behold as they are to try and kill. Developer Arrowhead Games Studio is also hinting at sightings of other, even larger ships that might emerge in the days and weeks ahead. The new changes to Helldivers 2 universe arrived just ahead of the new Masters of Ceremony Warbond on May 15th. The latest battle pass includes bayonets, swords, and a flag stratagem players can deploy to go full Patriot mode on invading alien hordes. The flag is a fucking spear. It's the perfect set of rewards to roll out just as Helldivers 2 biggest battle are about to go underway. Even if the armor passives look pretty underwhelming, some players have already called for armor customization systems to match the new weapon modding. Key in the moment to moment defending of Super Earth will be excuse me. Key in the moment-to-moment defending of Super Earth will be patch 1.10 balance changes and fixes. Some of the highlights include precision to SMGs, higher damage fall off for pistols, less stamina consumed by melee weapons, and burn damage that scales against bigger enemies. But don't worry, the Helldiver is now slightly more resistant to being set on fire, quote unquote. As well, most importantly, the R36 Eruptor, my favorite fucking gun, an old favorite, is now back on the menu thanks to a number of buffs. All in all, it's feeling like the best time to return to PvP extraction shooter. I guess it really kind of is one of those. Not, you don't have to extract. PvP, it's really just a PvP shooter. Extraction feels like a stretch there, Kotaku, but I see what you're doing. Anyways, it feels like a good time to return since the Illuminates first arrived in Helldivers 2 last December. Players could be more about galactic history or suffer their worst defeat yet.
It is an
Holy
extraction
shit.
shooter. You do extract.
I mean, you do extract, but it's not a requirement for success.
It is if you want those samples.
I mean, true, but again, not a requirement, just something you can do. But dude, this seems like a really good time to come back. I actually have my Diver Hub app that I just pulled up, and there is currently 140,000 people on,
Hey, look
which
at that.
is awesome. Considering the game's core community has definitely established itself at about 30,000 or so, and there's a lot going on in this update. I was reading the patch notes this morning. I watched the trailer. I've seen what the new enemies look like. I was also looking at Ironsight's Twitter because he is the Helldiver leaker, and there is some crazy shit coming. Last week they announced that there is a concert, a festival that's going to be happening at Widow's Harbor on the 18th, I believe it was, this Saturday.
You might need
And
to
I
look into
think that is subsequently going to oh, it says, hold on, I'm gonna double check. I'm actually
D&D is
give me
canceled.
1 second.
Kidding.
I want to confirm on their Twitter really quick because they were just posting about it. I don't ever use my Twitter anymore. I just lurk on here.
I deleted my account. I
That's
went
fair
that
enough.
far. I went that
I
far into
fucking
it.
use it for news because as much as I love Blue Sky, doesn't have as much news. It's called the Singularity Party. Oh God, that's today. Apparently I thought it was a different day. Oh, I see what they did. It was to lead into this thing, not another thing. Well, there was a festival thing that happened in game today. Or something along those lines. But maybe that actually got postponed. Maybe the festival got postponed due to the invasion. So I don't know. I haven't logged in to check that out. But I've seen the Stingray ships. They are terrifying. The flesh mobs are terrifying. I actually haven't seen the Crescent. Actually, no. If they're the same overseers that I have seen, they are going to cause us a lot of grief because they can hit you behind cover. And I'm really excited. This has been one of my favorite PvE games of like the past decade. And pretty much the only reason I stopped playing it is because Monster Hunter came out. And now I will just go back and forth between those two games whenever they do new updates. And boy, is it a time to be alive.
Yeah, and I am actually currently downloading the update right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna jump back in on this, honestly. Like 100%. I
Oh, me
really
too,
like
dude.
playing this
Like every
game.
major event and update, I
Yeah,
like to come back.
absolutely. Yeah. I'm interested to see how the weapon customization is now and what that's all
Same.
about.
Curious about the missions required to do the upgrading.
Yeah, yeah. We might have to start doing some of that. Freaking so yeah, I guess you know what? I did pull up a new news segment for us. And I have a couple little things I was going to go over, but that is going to be our news segment, which we're going to call Little Bites. That's right. Little Bites is going to be where we just make some mention of some news stories that are going around, and you can look them
Little
up and
bites.
get that information for yourself. But yeah, I just wanted to mention a few things that I saw on the internet. Some ex Bungie developers just created a new studio called Team LFG, and that is actually under the PlayStation umbrella. So that is Team LFG. It's a new
Interesting.
studio for PlayStation, and it's a bunch of ex Bungie devs, probably all the ones that got fired on those layoffs this last year.
Shit, dude, probably.
Yeah. I was also seeing some things. Mafia: The Old Country got a gameplay trailer with a developer diary and gets an August launch date. So we're going to be getting that in early August. I believe August 8th is what I saw.
Dude, that franchise is so good.
Yeah, I'm so glad I drafted that. I was sitting there getting kind of nervous about it, but I was just like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm okay."
Anybody who thought that game was going to be open world, you're a silly head. Like,
Yeah.
honest to God, no, not a single game in that franchise has
Mhm.
been. Like, why did you think this was going to be like? Get out of here with that nonsense.
Mhm.
It's going to be a beautifully well crafted, like linear narrative. Well, it's like semi-linear. They have like it's
Yeah.
like they do the segment map thing.
Yeah, it still is it kind of sandboxy
You can
to an
explore. Yeah,
extent.
it's sandboxy. It's just not open
Yeah.
world. It's going to
Yeah.
be so good.
Yeah. I'm actually really excited to play that game.
Me
Um
too.
Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra has been officially delayed to 2026. So
Which
I
is funny because we
did
were just talking
draft
about that.
that on my fantasy draft with some knowledge of it coming out this year, but it's officially been delayed. But they said that it was only going to be by a couple months to early
They said early
2026.
2026, right?
So that makes me believe that this was supposed to be a holiday game, you know.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But now I could see this coming out.
Fuck, didn't somebody counterpick that from you?
Yeah, Ernell did.
Well, at least you'll just catch a zero. I guess it
That's
could be
fine.
worse.
Yeah. Um But yeah, so dude, if that game did come out, Ernell would have been fucked because that's a
He
hard
would have lost
80.
points for sure. That
That's
probably
a
yeah. I was gonna say that game's
that's a
probably gonna
hard
get an
80,
80.
especially with the studio that's working behind it.
Yes, that's Skydance, right?
Yep, Skydance is
Yeah.
doing it. Yeah, he would have lost out on that one. Tekken 8 boss says he's tried to reach Waffle House for a crossover, but they are not answering their phones. He has officially been reaching out to to get a Waffle House collab for Tekken 8.
That's
And they
wild. I
won't
bet you
answer
if they're
their
persistent
phones.
enough, it'll happen.
Yeah. Um an ex Rockstar dev, senior dev, is saying that GTA 4 needs a remaster. And I'm gonna be here to say, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. We don't need to do that.
We don't need that.
You guys have as many copies of GTA 5 as Bethesda does Skyrim, folks.
Maybe
Like we
even
can
more.
dude, maybe. There's
Um
so many dude, fucking
there was a leaked trailer of Stellar Blade for the PC recently.
that's the new FF looking game, right?
Well, Stellar Blade came out
No, no,
last
no.
year
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of never mind. I'm
on
thinking of something
PS5.
completely different. I
But
was
yeah,
thinking of Lost Soul Aside.
yeah. But there was a leaked trailer for it, with a PC release date, new features, new boss fights, and 25 new outfits revealed for Stellar Blade.
Oh yeah, I was like outfits. Why do we care? And I'm like, oh, people who play that game definitely care.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They do. That is a Gooners game.
Yeah, yeah, for real.
It is 100%. Also, Fallout I know this isn't technically a video game thing, but it's based
Close
on a
enough.
video property. Fallout Season 2 premieres December 2025 and is officially renewed for Season 3.
I'm fucking here for it, brother.
Dude,
I'm gonna be there. It doesn't matter.
can we
Fucking
watch that premiere
they can
together, please?
they get hell yeah, dude. We could
Yeah.
fucking like I if that I don't give a shit if that bitch premieres on Christmas. Like I'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah. I am so excited for that. I actually kind of want them to release it on Christmas. Like give me that.
That'd be rad.
Give me that
Remember
for
when
my
Stranger
Christmas
Things
weekend.
released what was it, season
On
3 on
4th
4th
of
of
July?
July?
Yeah, I do.
Shit was dude, I binged that whole shit. That was a great day. That was a good
Yeah.
4th of July.
Remember what we did for our 4th of July this last year? We just watched movies together, remember?
Oh yeah. I was like I vaguely remember we did do something.
Yeah. Long story short, everybody. We did a 4th of July party in our Discord where there was just like 12 of us and we were all watching like
Just
Jaws and
watch
Sandlot,
random movies
Independence
and
Day.
shit.
We are all barbecuing and making glizzies and like hanging out in Discord together, like separately, like a bunch of us from across the country that just couldn't couldn't hang out that day together all in one
Yep.
place. So yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. Yeah, so that is gonna be our little bites for today. So be
Little
prepared
bites.
for more little bites.
Yeah,
Um,
we're gonna do more of those.
yeah, yeah. Also, well, you're not a big Final Fantasy fan, unfortunately.
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm not a big Final Fantasy fan. I do need to finish 16 though. That's some good shit.
Yeah. This last weekend I will mention, they did a reveal at PAX East showing a bunch of the Final Fantasy cards for Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Garrick, it is so good. It is so good. Like so many moments from the games, not just like characters or creatures or anything like
But
that,
like scenes.
but like moments that were like nostalgic. And I'm
Hell
so
yeah, dude.
happy I doubled down on pre-ordering a lot of this shit because it's gonna be
Good
so
shit,
rad
man.
to open.
When does it? When
Um,
does this set release?
pre-release is June 6th. So we're just a
Okay,
few weeks away.
so just a
4
few weeks
weeks.
away.
4 weeks. So I'm really stoked about it. But yeah, we're gonna move into our final segment. Garrick, what is that?
Final segment. Yeah, we have finished the stories. See what I did there for the day, and we are heading into the end game.
The end game. All right, guys. Everybody's been talking about it. We're just getting to it kind of late, because we had other things we had to talk about last week. But Rockstar unveiled their second Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, and we are gonna talk about it. First things first, what's gonna happen is
We're gonna
Garrick and
watch about
I
it.
we're gonna react to this together. I've watched this, like once.
Just
Garrick's watched it
once, and
once.
but it was honestly, it was I watched it a little half-assed.
Yeah, but we're gonna watch it right now. I will say there's some impressive things that they're doing with graphics and fidelity and stuff like that. So definitely keep an eye on some of those things, Garrick. But we're gonna move on over uh to that trailer right now for everybody. We're not going to have any sound on for you, so that way we don't get copyright struck or anything like that, because there is some music that plays in the background. But we will watch this here real quick. This is going to be the new Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer through Rockstar. Um, Now, straight up, um, do I want to ask, do you think this is all cinematic graphics, or do you think this is going to be like gameplay graphics too?
That's what I was trying to debate if it was in game or if it was a cutscene.
Because like in my
This
experience
feels
with
like a
playing
cutscene.
but my experience with playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto games, they don't really have like cutscene graphics in their games. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah, I get what.
it's
Yeah, yeah. I
just
haven't
the
played a ton
game.
of them, but I get what you're saying. It's just all in
But
the.
like
It's
look
all
at
in
that. Look at
game.
that. Like I'm going to rewind that. Look at the way the liquid moves right there. Do you see
Yeah,
that?
it's very real. The physics in the game are pretty real.
Yeah.
On some things, they over exaggerate others.
Yeah. And so I know we have two confirmed protagonists, which is going to be Jason right
Usually,
there
there's like a
and Lucia.
crew.
No, usually, GTA 5 was the first one to do multiple protagonists.
Oh, really?
Yep, yep.
No, 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 not as playable, but like there's involved in the story. There's a crew.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But I'm wondering if there's gonna be more than just 2 playable characters. I haven't been that interested in this game, but I've gotten more interested recently because this is, like, more of a Bonnie and Clyde, like, romance saga, and I think this is actually going to end in tragedy. I think this game's going to end in tragedy. And like there's a lot of character detail in this, which has made me way more interested in this game with
The
this trailer.
character models look really good, and like graphically speaking, it does just it's.
I want you
I
to
can't
know
decide if
too.
I like it. There's something I I can't decide if I like the art style
This was all captured on a base PS5, by the way,
because it's like
Garrick. This was all
it's like
captured on a base PS5.
oh yeah, I knew that.
Mhm.
I can't decide if it's I don't know. It's like it's almost like surrealism rather than like realism.
Yeah. Which I think is actually a good thing for this because a lot of stuff is parody within the Grand Theft Auto, you know?
That's fair.
Like they do parodies on all of the you know, like Facebook is called like Friend Finder or something like that. Um
Mhm.
but but yeah, I'm interested to see like where it ends up going like overall, you know. Um cuz dude, I think I'm going to play this. I think I'm going to fucking play it. I just wish that it
Not
would
me, brother.
I just wish it would come out on PC. The Rockstar always does this thing where they come out on consoles and then come out on PC like a year later. And I hate that. I hate that.
Which is kind of crazy for a release like this.
Mhm.
Do we know if it's confirmed console only right now?
So far they've only said that it's coming to Xbox and PlayStation.
Okay. That's interesting. Dude, the trailer is really impressive, but nothing about it makes me want to play the game. Like, that's the thing. It's like it just I was like, yeah, this just looks like another Grand Theft Auto. And like I know there are people that adore this game, but it's one of those things this franchise, I suppose. And I've tried actually earnestly. This is the one like I shit on Call of Duty all the time, and I've never played one of those, and I will continue to do so. But like I've actually tried to legitimately give Grand Theft Auto more than a fair share. Like my brother played the fuck out of Vice City, and I tried so hard to play it, and like, but I have never ever been able to sit down and
Mhm.
engage and enjoy any campaign or story from any GTA game. That it I can't do it. Dude, I can't do it.
I think the only story that I legitimately like from a GTA game is 5 personally. I think this one specifically, I feel like they've learned a lot from the way that they've done their story building and world building from like Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, because it has a lot of
Which
those
is
same
honestly
writers.
which is still one of the like the best narratives in I've ever experienced in
Yeah.
gaming.
And those people are working on this game too, you know? Um I think we're gonna have a very crazy story on this. I tell you what, because we don't need to trust Ernell because he has very questionable taste in things from time to time,
True.
Garrick.
True.
And I don't need to say what those are. It might end with dead, who knows. Um, but uh I will play this game. And if the writing is there, Garrick, if the writing is there, I will let you know.
Yeah, but are you potentially $100 in for this game, Devin?
No,
That's what they're
no,
saying.
100%
That's what they're saying. This game might
$100.
cost $100.
I'm not in for $100. I'm drawing the line in the sand. I'm here to cover games content, but I'm also not gonna let people like
How much?
keep
What is your buying point? Would you spend more than the regular 70 if that's what we end up getting?
it's 80
If
now.
would you?
It's 80.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Everything's fucking. And dude, I
Dude,
haven't
I
bought
don't
games in
want
a
to
while.
spend
I buy indie
$80.
games. I buy indie games now, and those are never full price.
Yeah, I don't want to spend $80.
Oh,
But
me
like
either, dude.
we have a whole year until this game came comes out. Like literally a whole year and like 2 weeks before GTA 6 comes out. So they have
Yeah,
time where
because it also got delayed along with that trailer, folks, to
what
2026. In
yeah,
case you,
which I'm okay with. Like that gives 2025 room to breathe
I
and for games
laughed.
to come out. Like I actually like that. a lot. And I like that it's coming out in the middle of the year like that versus a holiday season or earlier in the year.
It
So,
feels like
like,
it would be better as a summer release, anyways.
yeah, yeah, 100%. That's why they're gonna do it. The game's not made for the kids, but the kids are gonna play it. You know what I'm saying?
God, unfortunately. Do
Yeah.
you think this is gonna have? Do you think GTA 6 is gonna have online immediately?
No,
I don't think so either.
I think July. I think online comes out in July. I
Yeah,
think they give it a whole
I think
month.
it's gonna be campaign over. That might be the only way I
'Cause
actually play it because like I won't play online, dude. I tried to play GTA 5 online and I was just like, what the fuck?
it is chaos. It is pure chaos. But I had some fun online with some
Dude, I
friends.
died so much in so a little, such a short amount of time that I was
Yeah.
just like, I don't know how I'm expected to do anything in this fucking game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is pretty abysmal, 100%. But I did pull up a little article here from Game Informer, that is, and this is written by Charles Harte or Harte. Grand Theft Auto 6 is the gaming industry's most anticipated game, but after last Friday's news that it would be delayed until May of next year, it seemed it would be a while before we saw new details about the game. Today,
Details.
Decided to surprise the internet once more, but with good news this time, a second trailer. We just watched that trailer, by the way, for all y'all. This trailer spends a bit more time introducing the audience to Jason Duval, the game's male protagonist, by giving us a glimpse into his day to day life. It seems to be as much about showing off the new and improved Vice City as Jason lifts weights on the beach, cruises down the highway, and avoids police at night. Eventually, he picks up Lucia Caminos, the other protagonist, from prison, and the game wastes no time showing how head over heels they are for each other. It's almost an even split between action shots and immediate romance, further suggesting that GTA 6's story will have a Bonnie and Clyde vibe.
Oh,
Uh,
I can yeah. Since it's the second time that came up, I'm related to him, like unironically, actually.
Clyde?
Yes, I am related to Clyde Barrow.
Damn, you are invited to the cookout.
Yeah.
Additionally, developer Rockstar has updated its website to include more information and images, including screenshots, new characters, and more. Here's the new synopsis of the game's plot, revealing more of the story's stakes. Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them. But when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of a criminal conspiracy stretching across the state of Leonida, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive. Grand Theft Auto 6 is over a year away, giving ravenous fans plenty of time to dissect this new look at the game and mine it for more information. Regardless, we can't wait for May 26th next year. For more GTA 6, you can rewatch its reveal trailer and see what Game Informer's resident Floridians thought about Rockstar's adaptation of their home state. So yeah, definitely go check that out. It's the title of the article is Rockstar just unveiled the second Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. That's over at GameInformer.com. But yeah, a couple things I noticed. I think this is going to be an RPG heavy game because when San Andreas was a thing, which is probably one of my favorite GTA's because of what you can do within the sandbox specifically.
I don't know
Um,
that I played that one at all.
So, depending on the food you eat in the game, depends on whether you get fat or stay in shape. You have to work out. You can ride BMX bikes and do tricks. You can play like basketball and tennis and like do all these crazy things, and you have stats for all of it in the game. You can do a lot
Hmm,
of these activities in GTA 5, but they don't really attribute to any stats or anything. I
they're
think
just
they're
things
going
you
to
can do.
re implement that stuff in this game. It's been 13 years since GTA 5
That'd be
came out.
damn interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And I hope they do. There's been some rumors about a hidden third protagonist that we haven't seen yet, because there is the
Really?
three-way protagonist in um in GTA 5, and some people are saying it's a cop.
That'd be new for the franchise, to say the
That's what I'm
least.
saying, and I kind of like the idea because there are games that have toyed around with stuff like that before, where like, you're playing as the criminal trying to get away from the cops, and then you'll play as the cops chasing the same person you were just
If they
playing
gave
as.
it an interesting story element, it could make for an interesting storytelling dynamic in the game.
Yeah, yeah.
If that's true and they manage to execute it well.
Mhm. And I'm not sitting here trying to put on my tinfoil hat, but it also sounds like something Rockstar would do.
No, absolutely. This is one of those companies where they enjoy subverting your expectations,
Mhm.
and making things really big on a big scale. Like I said, like Red Dead Redemption 2 was one of the best fucking games I've ever
Look at the way
played.
that game ends.
If God of War didn't come out, that would have been game of the year. No fucking questions
So,
asked.
honestly, some people, including myself, thinks that it should have been Game of the Year, even with God of War coming out.
That's a tough one for me because I God of War was fucking life changing for me a little bit actually, but it I will not deny how incredibly powerful the Red Dead Redemption 2 campaign
I
is.
think Red Dead Redemption 2 has more emotional weight to it than God of War. Don't take that as me
I think
saying
that's
God of War is
definitely a
bad,
personal preference,
but
like or personal
I think it's
opinion for
more
sure.
it's
But
because it's more humanizing. You know what I mean? It's more
yeah,
relatable in that
it's a
sense.
little bit more relatable. But
Yeah. And
at the
and
same time,
don't get me wrong. I love God of War. I
it was so
do.
good,
I bought
amazing,
a
10 out
PlayStation
of
4
10,
Slim just to play that game. I did not
fantastic,
have a PS4
masterful.
until that game came out. That was the system seller for me, That's what brought me in. Um I still haven't gotten a PS5. I still just have a PS4 Pro.
Yeah, you're good. You don't need
Yeah.
you don't even need a PlayStation 5.
I don't. They're with the market and tariffs coming in place, they're going to start putting all their shit day one on PC. Watch, cuz they want to make money.
Oh yeah. And we're like, well, this is the only way we're going to be able to ensure sales.
Yep. Yep. Can't have any hardware growth. There's millions of PC players out there. But yeah, I'm interested in this game. Um More interested than I thought I was going to be because a couple of months ago I was just like, I might skip this. I was. But I like
Yeah.
the idea and the potential of what this story could be leading into now. And I've thought more about the storytelling power, the writing power behind Rockstar, especially with us mentioning Red Dead Redemption 2. You know.
Dude, it's such a good game. That
Yeah.
I unironically, that's one of the few games I can replay like
Yeah.
this story and like really get something out of it.
I have a question for you. Do you think
I
we
might have
see
an answer.
any Floridian uh like celebrities in this?
Is that something that they've done in the past? Did they do any
I
sort of
mean,
did they do cameos or anything in GTA 5
Dr. Dre was in
or
GTA
parodies?
5.
Oh, really? Oh, see, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
They had a Guns N' Roses
Um,
parody in the original Vice City.
Dude, knowing Rockstar and like the budget and the time that they're putting into this, I wouldn't doubt if they've
Dude,
gone out of their way to really like go above and beyond. Who do
yeah.
you think it would fucking be?
Dude, Mr. Worldwide. Pitbull.
No.
Why not? Why not? Just have him like DJing a party or something.
So
I
dumb.
bet you DJ Khaled's in this.
Oh my god.
Like
Yeah, dude, I could absolutely see him in a
like
fucking GTA game.
yeah. Okay. I got another one for you. This one might be a little too on the nose though.
Flowrider?
I mean, that's not bad. That wasn't what I was gonna say, but I was gonna say a Day to Remember, like a parody of them.
Dude, that'd be so fucking rad if there were just like a punk band that
Yeah,
that like was
What if they
fucking
were
Fort
called A Day
Lauderdale.
to Forget? What A Day to Forget?
Oh, dude, the year we don't remember or some shit.
Yeah, the year we don't remember. Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Oh man, dude, yeah, they have to. They definitely have to fucking tap into
Yeah,
some native stuff because this is like a because this isn't this. Is it the same Vice City as Vice City?
it is. It is. It's that
Okay,
Vice
but
City.
it's reimagined a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder like what the wildlife is going to be like in this game because the
Um,
Everglades, the
if there's not
ocean.
gators and shit, you're kind of
Dude, what
you're
if you're just going to be
especially
like,
because especially because of fucking we got Saint Denis
yeah,
in Red Dead Redemption 2. Like you know what to do already. Just put them
mhm,
gators in there. Put them
yeah,
gators in there.
yeah. What if like you're just cruising around a neighborhood, right? You're just doing your tomfoolery and just driving to your next spot. You see a lady like walking her dog, and they just get attacked.
Just get attacked by a
Like,
gator or a fucking
like,
snake or some shit,
yeah, dude.
dude.
Like, are we gonna have stuff like that?
You
You
get
know,
some old lady's chihuahua is gonna get
dude.
swallowed by a python.
Dude, I can't imagine like all the little like side quests and stories, like the Florida man moments that they
Oh
could
my
put.
god, what if they actually do like Florida Man?
Dude, they have to, right? They have to.
Yeah, they're basically obligated. God,
Like
they
they have
fucking
to.
missed opportunity if they don't do that shit.
Yeah, yeah, but they're not, it's not called Florida. It's got its own name. It's called Leonida.
They have to they can make it work.
Leonida
They
man.
can
Leonida
Leonida Man.
man. Yeah.
Leonida Man.
Yeah. But I'm interested to see like where they go with that. Let me see here. I think they put out like a name of characters revealed for GTA 6. Um so in GTA 6 the main protagonists are Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos, who formed the Bonnie and Clyde duo. Other characters include Cal Hampton, a conspiracy theorist, Boobie Ike, a local Vice City legend, Draquan Priest, an
Booby
aspiring
Ike,
music
huh?
producer, Real Dimez, a rap duo, Raul Bautista, a bank robber, and Brian Heder, a drug smuggler. So Boobie Ike is a street turned business
Booby Ike.
mogul known as the local Vice City legend. They said that Cal Hampton is a reclusive conspiracy theorist. Dracon Priest is an aspiring music producer. So I wonder if they're gonna have like these are probably gonna be people that you're getting like a lot of jobs from, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, they're gonna be like your story
Mm-hmm.
connections.
Yeah. So, but Booby Ike, dude,
Is it Booby Booby Ike?
it's Boobie.
Oh, Booby. Okay.
Booby Ike. Well, yeah, yeah. It's good. I'm interested. I hope this ends up being what I want it to be personally because I do have some expectations of this game now, especially in the writing department, you know. I
Yeah, now that I know that like it's the same writing team, or at least some of the same writing team from Red Dead Redemption 2, that gives me like a little bit more faith that like the final product will be something a bit more quality. Um, like I said, I just have a really hard time connecting with this game, and it's I don't know, like I know there's lots of fun things you can fuck around with, and you can do a lot of dumb shit and
Mhm.
waste your time in GTA games, which is a great. I know that's awesome, and a lot of
Same thing
people
with Red Dead.
do. A lot of people do, yeah. But like you can do that in Red Dead, and I think I would rather still do that in Red Dead than do it in a GTA game
Mhm.
right now. And uh, I think I've got a lot. I think I have a. I think I'm a long way from sold, but I think that did make it more. This trailer made it more interesting overall
Mhm.
for me.
Well, I will definitely let you know when I see more updates. Same with you all listening here on Death Ratio. But for now, please let us know what you think about GTA. Are you getting the game at launch? And why are you doing it? And if you're not, why are you not? Let's hear it. Just go into our Discord, do it in the comments here. Let us know.
Do it.
Do it. Anyways, this has been Good Kraken's Death Ratio, your source for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear each and every week. If you liked what you heard, you can head on over to patreon.com/Good Kraken Pods, where you can get exclusive content, discounts on merchandise, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services wherever you like to watch or listen. You can also help us level up our game by joining the GK community on our Discord channel by clicking the link down in the description section below, then subscribing to our podcast channel by searching for Death Ratio and leaving a review there. We have to go,
Review.
everyone. But until next time,
Boobie Ike.
Boobie Ike.